Hello, Sowerz here with a Titanfall video, and in this video I'm going to talk about my first impressions of the game, how I think it will fare for the competitive scene, and a few other things as well. But as you can see, I've got a gameplay in the background from the beta which I recorded a couple of days ago, and yeah, this is one of the games where the frame rate for me was really smooth, and yeah, so when I captured this it was a pretty good gameplay. I've kind of cut the first 2 minutes because it was pretty boring to get most of the action, keep it a bit shorter. Most of it I spend in a Titan, but it's a really good gameplay for those of you who haven't played it yet. And for those of you who are actually looking for a code, I did put some out last night, but the beta is actually free to play now. Anybody can download it, it's open to play, so just go on the dashboard and you can download it. But I'm just going to drop my first impressions, and first of all, when I first played the game, I really could feel the resemblance to Call of Duty in the aim and the way it felt. Most other shooters don't feel like Call of Duty in terms of the smoothness of the analogs and the responsiveness, but Titanfall definitely matches Call of Duty on that, and that was the main thing I was looking for personally. Really enjoying the game. It's a lot of fun. I've been tweeting quite a lot about it, and I guess my impressions first of all kind of look from the esports aspect of the game, but first of all I'm just going to kind of talk about the basics of it. And like I say, I mean, the pilots themselves are so much fun to use with their jetpacks, the way you can run on walls and stuff. It really adds another dynamic that we're not seeing in FPS so far. You look at Call of Duty, it's really just running around and there's no real variables other than shooting your gun and strafing. But with this, there's so many other variables that add kind of another element of skill, if you like, maybe. There's a lot of things you can do, like as you can see there when running along walls, you can knife onto the wall to hang on the wall. And in 1v1 battles you can get into some interesting ones if you know how to use the dynamics there. So it definitely adds another element to the game for the pilots, and it definitely makes it a lot more fun. In terms of just enjoyment factor, maybe not so much competitive, but I'll talk about that in a bit. The Titans themselves are a lot of fun as well. I think at first I was kind of thinking they might not really add anything to the game other than just a bit of chaos, but as you unlock more things and as you play them more and more, you'll start to realise that actually they do bring a kind of skill factor really. There's a few things that allow you to outplay another player, such as the Vortex Shield and some of the rockets as well. You can definitely make some big plays, as you'll see in this gameplay. I've made some plays where I kind of come across Titans that with a lot more health than me, but I just use my abilities a lot smarter and outplay these people. Yeah, you can see right now I'm sat on the back of a Titan as well shooting it. He doesn't have a clue I'm doing it because he obviously either was new to the game, I didn't realise, but yeah, it's pretty cool that you can just do that and then you get into 1v1s in the air and stuff. There's definitely a lot of interesting ways you can get into gunfights in this game. But overall, like I say, if I had to kind of mark it out of 10 for enjoyment, I'd definitely give it a 9 or something like that. One of the most enjoyable games, FPSs I've ever played, and you know, I've been playing the beta for 2 days straight now almost, over the weekend, and even though there's only 2 maps and not many things unlocked, I'm still enjoying the game. It's a lot of fun, and I can't wait for the actual game. I've heard it's got 17 maps, the actual game, so if that's true then there's going to be a lot of maps. And yeah, in general, one of the most fun games I've played, and if you haven't played it yet, I recommend downloading it and giving it a try. It really is very enjoyable. But I'm going to move on to the more competitive side of things right now. And there's been a lot of discussion about this game, whether it will be competitive. Obviously, we're all used to Call of Duty, most people that are in the console scene, which is 4 versus 4. It's nice and clean, you know, there's not much really going on in terms compared to Titanfall. But you look at Titanfall, and your first thought is, how can this be competitive? And from the game modes that I've played, there's this game mode I'm playing right now is pretty much team deathmatch. I can't remember what it's called, Affliction I think it's called. I can't see that being competitive because it's just team deathmatch. But I played the Hardpoint game mode, which is basically domination from Call of Duty, and as well the Last Titan Standing. And Last Titan Standing really surprised me actually. That could be a game mode that I could see being competitive possibly. I'll kind of explain that in a bit. But in terms of, in general, you know, some of the things people have been saying is, would it be 6v6 competitive? I think 5 versus 5 is reasonable. I think you'd have to take the bots out for a fact, because the bots just really do not do anything. They don't really go towards objectives, they don't actually do anything except for sit on the map for you, something for you to shoot really. So, I mean, it's good for publics because it gives you something to shoot, but the fact that they actually contribute towards the score if you kill one is a bit silly, because somebody can just sit the whole game on a spawn point and just, you know, rack up loads of points killing minions all game, but they really are. The AI is not really that good in the minions. So I think if they took them out, if you took the bots out, if you made it 5 versus 5 and found a good game mode, I think it would work. I really do think it could be competitive, whether it be PC or console, I'm not so sure. But there's quite a few things that I think would need to change. I don't really think the Titans are that overpowered either. I mean, from what I've played of them, you can either play pretty dumb and you'll die straight away. You literally will just die straight away. Even if there's 3 or 4 pilots just shooting you, not even Titans, you will die very quick. But at the same time, somebody who's really skilled in a Titan can massively make a difference. And that's exactly what really I was looking for in Titans. I don't want it to be where every single player can just play a Titan and destroy. There needs to be a skill gap, and there definitely is a skill gap from what I've seen. So I think that Titans are very viable. I don't think they're too overpowered that they need removing from the game. And you know, when I played the hardpoint game type, they seemed pretty irrelevant really, Titans anyway, because the hardpoints are inside buildings. So I mean, from what I played of hardpoint, which is basically domination of COD, it doesn't really seem to work that well, the game. But like I said, the last Titan standing game mode basically is 6 versus 6 Titans off spawn. It's like search and destroy, but with no bomb sites. So as soon as you die, that's it, you're out of the round. And when I played that, it felt like there was a lot of tactical element to it. You spawn at the other end of the map, you all have Titans, and basically you kind of work together in a team to try and take down the other Titans. And once all the Titans have blown up, you've won the round. So there could still be pilots left at the end of the game. So I think that's a game type that at the moment is looking really good. But I'm going to wrap this up here, give my final thoughts now that the video's come to an end. But basically, I think it's a lot of fun. I think there needs to be some adjustment if it was to be made competitive, but it definitely could be. The frame rate issues, which I was tweeting about as well, they seem to be fixed quite a bit. I think it was more to do with the servers than anything, but when the game comes out on release, I think it will run pretty perfect. And when it does run really smooth, it's definitely probably the smoothest FPS I've played, probably smoother than COD. But hopefully that gameplay, for those of you who haven't played it yet, kind of showed how good this game can be. Really enjoying it so far. I'll be streaming some more today as well, so make sure you check out my Twitch if you get any time, guys, on twitch.tv/Sowerz_. The link's in the description below. As always, thank you for watching. I'll be putting some more videos up. I'll be streaming some more Call of Duty next week once this beta ends as well on the Xbox One, starting to get back into it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please drop a like and drop your thoughts below. I want to see what you guys think to Titanfall as well. Do you think it'll be competitive? Do you think it'll just be casual? It'll be interesting to see what you think. But yeah, see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.